Still Not Quite Human is a pretty good film, and I actually think this is better than the second film. I don't know if it's better than the first film. It feels very different to the first film, but the second film, bit mediocre. This one, the quality actually rises again. This is a Disney film from 1992. It's directed by Eric Look, written by Look, with a cast including Jay Underwood, Alan Thicke, Adam Philipson, and various others. And this is, of course, following on from Not Quite Human and Not Quite Human 2. This is also known as Not Quite Human 3. And this one sees Dr. Jonas Carson going to a convention with Chip, of course. Chip is his android son who basically is passing for a human and is experiencing human things while still being an android. And at this convention, Dr. Carson is kidnapped and then he reappears. But things are not quite as they seem. And that initial scene when Chip approaches him afterwards, I just thought was so much fun. I don't know if that'll make sense if you haven't seen the film, but certainly I'm sure you'll know which scene I mean when you do see it, and the mystery really kicks in and things get really interesting, and I thought it was a really good, fun concept. It's up to Chip, of course, to try and figure out what has happened and save the day, and Chip, I think in this film more than the other two, became a really fascinating protagonist. That's not to say he wasn't the protagonist of the previous two films, of course he was, but in this one I felt like he really carried the film. And I really thoroughly enjoyed spending the time with him. It's a really great story as well. It does feel very different to the other two films. And it still feels the same, though. By which I mean, it's a worthy sequel. It feels in keeping in terms of the style of comedy and the characters. But in terms of the environment, the mystery element, it's just a little bit different to make things a little bit more interesting. It's not just the same thing again and again, the same scenarios. They've offered something a little bit different, and I think they did a really good job of making it different but the same. So as a sequel, as the third film, they did a really solid job with it. The characters are great. Chip, Jonas, still really, really interesting. The new characters we meet are well written with solid performances there as well. Visually, it's satisfying with great lighting and good camera work, a good use of sound. It's a really good experience. If you liked the first film, regardless of how you feel about the second film, definitely give this one a go. I do think, in my opinion, the narrative itself, just as a concept, is a lot more interesting. The second film saw Chip going off to college, and as a concept it was absolutely fine, but I just don't think the story itself was very good. It was fine, it was okay, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't that amazing. The first film was really fascinating and fresh, and this third film has that freshness to it. As I said, it feels different while feeling the same. So solid job for the third film, much better than the second film. I don't know if it's better than the first film or not, but either way, if you liked the first film, definitely check out Still Not Quite Human. I thought it was a pretty decent experience.